The bed this morning, so let me just show you a bed that is kind of made, well,
I
it's
just
made.
made the bed. Look at it.
Yeah, I know. It
Not
is.
this one.
Oh, you made the bed? Okay, good, because I thought I was going to have to walk into an unmade bed. Oh, okay, loving it. Where's the throw that I like to put on here? Oh, is it under the Batman blanket, or is there only a Batman blanket on there? Okay. I love it. Very us. Very comic book. So it's funny because Gert told me I used to love somehow Gert told me that I used to love comics, and when we had the same life together, the life where he committed the terrorism. Like, I loved Garfield. That was on black and white TV back then, and for some reason I remember loving the comic books, and I've even when I was a kid I loved the comic section of the newspaper, like the Sunday newspaper, but it was like colored comics, and I've always loved Cat's Revenge and The Far Side, like Mad Magazine. And I think when I was in Gert's era, that's when my love of comic books first developed, because I told Gert that I loved Garfield, and he remembered that I loved Garfield because Garfield eats lasagna, and I like cheese and lasagna. And Garfield loves cheese, right? And I'd travel 2 buses to get cheese when my cheese was sold out so I could make lasagna. And that was like when the lasagna recipe first came out. And sometimes the cheese would be sold out, And I think that's cool, I would take massive transport or something. Maybe that was Jupiter. I'm getting my Jupiter memories confused. But we were in Scandinavia. Maybe we were on Jupiter. I know we had to be. Is Scandinavia Jupiter? I don't know. The point is, Ronnie bought me this. Ronnie's into comic books, and he bought me this heart blanket, and he has this Batman blanket, and he made the bed for us today, and it's that's so cute. My Mandingo boy. That's who Ronnie is. I love my Mandingo. He is my soulmate in this lifetime. I don't want to be with anyone else. I've been through so many different guys, and they've all been so wonderful. Most of them, David Williams, Ryan Parker, Chad Bailey, even makes the list. No, I shouldn't say even, but he just come up in my mind, as someone who seemed to really like me, and so did David Williams, and definitely so did Ryan Parker. But I think Ryan Parker's moved on in the spirit realm of the animals somehow. He's moved on. I don't understand it, but and Ryan Parker visited me one night as a spirit. It was really weird, but not weird, but it was really sacred, And I've never mind read with someone like that. The night that Ryan Parker came to me in someone else's body and mind read with me, and the mind reading was really good, and never mind read with someone like that before, but it was strong. And so yeah, he said we had all these kids in heaven and all this stuff, and it was weird, but not really weird. It was cool. And so anyways, Ronnie bought me this pocket knife. It's a pair of pliers and a pocket knife, so that I could, how I tell you have to dig out the trees by the roots in order to burn them. Well, when it comes to sumac and vines like that, sumac vines, the bramble is a sumac vine, so it goes way in the dirt and comes back up out of the dirt, it loops around, so you can't end it, And so I cut the vines off down at the bottom, leave a stump, which is really horrible for the plant, because no plant wants to be a stump. They all want to be able to astral project, that's kind of like why they go to heaven, I guess. And so, but brambles are just one thing I cannot abide. Like I'm okay with sumac. I try and take it as it is. I'm okay with ivy, but brambles, I just don't like brambles. I think brambles, if you have like a fortress, like what are you trying to protect with brambles? Maybe like a weed field, or like, weed, like pot field, marijuana, Mary Jane field, or a milk thistle field, like a plant field, like a lucrative plant. You want to protect your lucrative plant with brambles. Okay, I guess that's cool if you don't have like, if you don't want to kill people for security and have like a security system, like I guess just use brambles, right? That's probably what they were bred for, right? Like an old-fashioned security system. So that's cool. But not in my Martha Stewart backyard. My Martha Stewart, like, I deleted the last video, and I'm gonna get Ronnie to put it back up, but he's counting his money right now. That's what he does. He's Ebenezer Scrooge. Like, Ronnie is Ebenezer Scrooge. He really is. I'm not kidding. I think that's who he is. It's a small world after all. He's Ebenezer Scrooge, and he's like out there counting his pennies. My mom was supposed to give him some pennies for Christmas. For his birthday. She never did. She never took me to the mall to get him a pair of new pumps like I wanted to get him, so I didn't get him anything for his birthday. Bless his heart. He's still my favorite boy in the whole entire world. Man, he's my man. I came home today after going to the grocery store, and like my mom drove me, and I just we just embraced, he was my man. Like, it was just so good coming home to my man and like getting a hug from my man. It's just I'm so happy. My parents always said, we just want you to be happy. Well, this is it. Like, I'm extremely happy with my man, my dog, my home, my lawn, my food. I never watch TV. I'm never on the internet anymore besides posting. I used to watch like I used to watch YouTube all the time. I used to watch Netflix all the time. I used to read all the time. So you're wondering like where I'm getting my juice info for my blurbs. It's from all the entertainment that I've consumed. I've consumed massive amounts of entertainment throughout my life. Like starting from the comic section, like I'd read comics all the time, like all that stuff. Like one of my earliest stories is pretending to be able to read a book to my parents, right? And I thought I was reading one of my Gran is like Ronald to Shannon. I've spoken about him in a really mean way, even though he was like the best granddad. He was like the best granddad. And Gran was like, we used to share vanilla ice cream when vanilla ice cream still had that grit in it. Remember when vanilla ice cream had that grit in it? He would like share his with mine. And I pretended to read him like a comic book or like something like that once when I was really little. And he's like, look at her, she can read. And of course I was just like pretending to read. And I just like, Gran's like my friend. Gran was like my 12th friend. It was just sad like at the end when he started like looking out, and it's like I don't know if he was an incel, if he'd been kept an incel, my Gran, to become a chicken or whatever men become an incel. I know females become chickens, so that's why they keep incels around. It's for chicken meat, which is fucking delicious, and I think it's great. But men, like, I guess they probably become chickens too. But they also like form strange alliances. Like, I think Labe, he formed a strange alliance when he was incel that was like an evil alliance with like the neutrals, and he was like Nero or somebody, like young Nero, and he hated everything I did and all this stuff, and I think that was Labe. And then Gran, I think he formed like this alliance with like the people who manufactured AIDS, and I don't know like what that means because we live in like different realities, right? So I don't know, I don't understand it, but like, you're not a chicken. Like, animals, like, when they say animals are dumb, like, they're not, I don't think they're sentient. Like, I think they're like spirit in a carburetor. Like, well, no, like, spirit in a carburetor, they have feelings and emotions, like, more like people feelings and emotions. Well, they are people feelings and emotions, but they don't remember. Like, I wonder if animals really know it. Like, they're different spirits of different people. Like, different spirits can fashion into animals, but it's like a mirror of a spirit. Like, I wonder if they really are aware at all, because I think it is true providence when God said, consume the animals, like, make the animals your bitch, like, make the animals your carburetors, make the animals your food. Like, I don't know about making the animals your carburetors, but I know we're supposed to make the animals our food, because I was on my Native American trip again, and the Native American women who were incelled and being like chickens, they became the chicken meat too. We were eating the toe bones off of them and saying they were wings. When shit hit the fan and the war started, they killed a bunch of the incels and made them into meat, including the Native American girls who were being kept incel for chicken. And they were like, well, it's fine, but our feelings get hurt when they eat human meat. When they eat our meat, our feelings get hurt. It's better when we're just chicken and they eat our meat. And that's how it is with animals. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can have an animal be a carburetor, right? But animals are our food, and we have to make jewelry out of carburetors. We have to release them into the ocean to make platinum, and we have to keep gold in our carburetors and release them into the ocean to make platinum. And then like when they lose their electric charge is when we can recycle the carburetor metal after we put them in the ocean to make platinum. And I know it's a huge development to do that, but it's necessary. It's necessary to do it that way, because like, you have to the electric charge is like the soul and the spirit, and the platelets in the water build the soul and the spirit back up, and the carbon from the and like the jellyfish only probably develop if the carbon's in there for a long time, so I don't know, it's just like really necessary. If you had prospects of becoming a carburetor, you would feel the same way. So unless you're becoming a carburetor, you have no room to speak on the matter.